We're trying to create as much speed as possible by using Agile principles and methodologies, mindsets, and values. One of the things that we want to do to help increase that is increase the amount of transparency that we have within the organization, within the team on each project. We're going to look quickly at what needs to be transparent and who needs to be transparent. But really, before we do that, let's look at why. The main reason why is because we humans will spend a lot of time second guessing each other, trying to figure things out that sometimes don't need to be figured out in order to get to an end result. If I'm preparing a presentation, I'm preparing a set of slides, and I don't have a flow of communication and I don't have transparency with the person or the people that I'm creating the deck for, those slides for, then I'm going to spend a lot of time trying to think about things that maybe we didn't need to think about, that maybe we didn't need to solve for because they were fairly obvious. Just as a quick summary, in terms of what needs to be transparent, the answer is as much as possible, if not everything. And to answer the question, who needs to be transparent? Again, as many people as possible, if not everybody. Let's look at that in just a little bit more detail. And obviously, this is a conversation that we would want to have maybe one-on-one to discuss how we create that transparency in what areas. But here for a starter for 10, let's have a look at this. So we need to make sure that the data is transparent, that all the information that we have is transparent. Remember, transparency increases trust, as well as many other benefits that they have. We want to make sure the product itself, whether it's a service, whether it's software or hardware, we want to make sure that is transparent. Is the intent, the motivation, and particularly the secondary motivation, transparent? So when we are working with somebody or a group of people, it's probably easy to work out that we're all in the same boat, pulling in the same direction. But if we understand people's secondary motivations, one person is doing it because they want a pay rise, another person is doing it because they want a promotion, another person is doing it because they want to help save the world, all these different reasons come in, and those secondary motivations are very important for us to understand, because again, if it feels like we're pulling in different directions, even though we've agreed on the overall goal, then we start second guessing each other. We start wasting an incredible amount of time and energy doing those things. So who needs to be transparent? Well, everything starts with us, right? So starting with you, that is fairly imperative. And again, this can be a little bit scary when we get started if we're not used to doing this. But again, start small. Try it, experiment, see how it feels, work out where you can be transparent and how that can evolve. Ideally, your team, the team that you're working with, and colleagues in other teams as well, are all being transparent. Ideally, stakeholders and the management hierarchy will be transparent with the team and vice versa. That just removes so many barriers. It removes the need for reporting. It removes the need for status updates. All these things that get in the way of our productivity and our speed. If we can get transparent with vendors and clients as well. This may feel a bit different or alien in some organizations and for some people who are used to everything being quite secretive, but actually those organizations that have started to open up and have a open and honest dialogue with vendors and with clients find that they can get to things so much quicker and move so much easier. Ultimately, what we're looking for, and we're going to look at this in one of the next videos as well, ultimately what we're looking for is we need collaboration. We need to be able to work together, to collaborate together to make things happen. Just as I'm saying this, the light is coming in and causing my face to go all dark. And here I am talking about transparency. Interesting. Anyway, let me get a little bit closer and we can see so that my face is visible. But what we're looking at with Agile is we want to increase the speed of the flow of ideas between individuals. And we can only do that if we have trust, and we can only do that if we have transparency. So give it a go, and the results will be amazing.